Imagine this. It's the year 1299. You're standing on the rugged soil of Anatolia. A leader of a nomadic Turkic tribe, Osman Bey, rises not with riches, not with armies, but with a dream. A tree grows from his chest in a vision. Its roots deep, its branches vast, and it shades the entire world. From that dream, a legend was born, the Ottoman Empire, forged in blood, driven by fate, and destined for glory. Ready yourself. We're diving into a story soaked in battle, belief, betrayal, and brilliance. In a world where empires crumbled like sandcastles, one tribe dared to rise. The Seljuks had splintered, the Byzantines weakened. Amid the chaos, Osman Bey carved out a small principality, but with a vision far beyond his borders. His son Orhan would capture Bursa, laying the foundations of an empire. But they weren't just conquering land. They were writing history. Every sword strike, every cry in the battlefield echoed with purpose. This wasn't just war, it was Gaza, holy struggle. They marched not for greed, but for legacy. The world held its breath. A 21-year-old sultan, Mehmet the Conqueror, led an army to the gates of Constantinople. 53 days of siege. Cannons roared like thunder, shaking the 1,000-year-old walls. The Byzantines resisted, but the end was near. Blood painted the streets. The mighty Hagia Sophia silenced its bells and echoed with the adhan. The queen of cities had fallen. Constantinople was no more. Istanbul was born. And the world would never be the same again. Then came the peak. Suleiman the Magnificent, the lawgiver. A poet, a warrior, a ruler. Under his reign, the empire stretched from Hungary to the Persian border, from Arabia to Algiers. The Ottoman crescent eclipsed the sun. Europe trembled. But inside the palace, plots thickened. Brothers turned against brothers. Intrigue danced behind velvet curtains. The sword was sharp, but its sharpness often cut within. Time, however, is undefeated. The empire grew weary. Failed campaigns drained the treasury. The Janissaries, once elite, became unruly. 1683. Vienna. The gates of Europe resisted, and the Ottomans would never push that far again. While Europe industrialized, modernized, the empire hesitated. One step forward, two steps back. The world was changing, and the Ottomans were bleeding from within. The once mighty sword now trembled in aged hands. Then came the storm. World War I, the sick man of Europe could not withstand the final blow. Allies carved its limbs. And in 1922, the Caliphate ended, the Ottoman Empire gone. After 619 years, 36 sultans, countless wars and glories, it was over. But was it really? The legacy lives on, in architecture, in law, in language, in art, in memory. The empire may have crumbled, but its story was etched into the soul of nations. This was not just a state, it was a spirit, a force that shaped the world. So now I ask you, what did you learn from this journey? What does history whisper to you when the swords are sheathed and the dust settles? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this tale stirred something in you, like, share, subscribe, because this was only the beginning.